Hey guys, it's Kusi. Welcome back to the 9th episode of how the hell does it even take this long to get 8 portals as DPS?
I don't know, Jeff.
In this 0 to Hero Frosty K new meta spec edition.
Stop the cap!
In the last episode, we figured out that tanks like to slow mobs themselves and then blame it on the DPS that don't even have slows. While having our premiere, when we did our first recorded key on stream for all of you to enjoy. Just to ultimately ending up on 5 portals, meaning we lacked 3 more to finish the Diary of Dwarven. Yet in this episode, we obviously continue to grind for more portals, as the missing ones are Neltharus, after that crushing 17-second overtime from the last episode, Dragonflight,
When is it gonna end, Robbie?
as well as Halls of Infusion,
You're joking.
which is the one that took a funny and weird unexpected turn towards the end of the video. We also do have a vault to open, but unfortunately, how do I put this?
The trash!
Yeah, also some Breath of SINDRAGOSA gameplay on this video. Bet you didn't see that one coming.
No?
So if that sounds like an exciting attempt to end this series, and if you want to see somebody else who was also live streaming Clutch today for me, then make sure to stick around to the end. Also make sure to hit the like button, as it really helps me out with my self-esteem issues, and if you're new here, hit subscribe, as this will notify you whenever another upload is coming. But without any further ado, make sure to grab a drink, get comfy, and enjoy episode 9, the finale. Or is it? Alright, so we ended on an item level of 514, as well as Keystone Hero, which is 2500 rating, and 5 out of 8 portals done. First, we seek some extra upgrades because they don't hurt, so because this is a day of reset, we do have the vault to open. And for the very first time this season, I got nothing. Legit ass loot. I was considering taking the fragment, but...
For what? Why?
Exactly. So we took the tokens and bought ourselves some gem slots, even though I don't even have gold for gems.
I'm a broke ass bitch.
And because I'm not that lucky, I got Algata 10 for my vault, which is a portal I already have. Even though one wouldn't believe me, considering I'm flying there instead of using that mentioned portal. But before we go over what happened in this super awesome week, just after Sanguine, let's talk about the affixes that come to haunt the player base this time. First, as usual, Tyrannical is back, which means longer boss fights with more healing to do. So cool! Entangling sneaked itself in this time, which will spawn little zones around everybody that try to snare you down. If you get out of those, you get rid of them. If you stay in, you get stunned. Many abilities that remove snaring effects will quickly cancel this. We're talking Freedom or Tiger's Lust, and even some passive effects from abilities like Retreat, Disengage or Shapeshifting. Be that as it may, I like this affix a lot because it's just a bit annoying when it happens at bad situations where you just have to stay stationary. But it's not really a game changer. At least this affix doesn't slow down the fast pull gameplay that tyrannical keys usually bring with them. The level 10 affix is different though. It's bursting. Yeah, bursting. Way to make more healers play the game, Blizzard. So cool. This affix will cause some kind of explosion whenever a trash mob dies that does in fact stack and refresh current dots on the party. It's magic damage and dispellable. Some classes have some really useful stuff for that, like Diffuse Magic, well, Dispel. Warlocks could run the Imp for the Dispel if they don't need the kick, or you can just immune it with Block, Turtle or AMS. Wait, AMS? Oh, that's right, your boy is safe from this affix, easy. And you wanna know what's even better?
No?
Dwarf Ration baby. Stoneform cleanses you also from those magic effects, with the same cooldown as Master Spell. And no way we die from this. Famous last words. And because I said earlier that I'd done the plus 10 AA before, I lowered this one to 8 and sent that puppy flying with almost 400k overall. What's funny though was this druid. I was so hyped when I saw an item level 527 Feral Druid applying. But then I saw that he's using this trinket. Now, did I care to mention it? No. Did I assume he's a boomkin or healer player that want to play cat? Oh yeah. Yet still, some off-road trinkets are pretty strong, as they sometimes are bugged or triggered by weird mechanics. So I didn't bother myself with speaking about it and I trusted. Turns out, the trinket ain't that big for Feral.
You're joking.
But clearly this gamer was testing out Feral, and because we didn't fail, I didn't care. Though it's a bit unfair towards other players if one goes out to test shit on a plus 8 key, just saying. But to continue the journey, our new key was Ruby Life Pool, which we finished up in the last episode as well. So plus 8, 3 chest, good damage, even better red. And finally we got a key that matters. Plus 10 Neltharus baby. This time, no messing around. The last run still stuck with me to this day, as it really hurts when you don't time the key just because of 17 seconds. And in fairness, it took me a minute to have a lucky moment of the tank applying. This is also the moment where I realized that I'm no longer the low score Muppet. Now I'm the 2500 Muppet, which means most people assume I got a little bit of basic knowledge about the game. Haha, fools. So, with me saying I won't mess around, I considered what classes could help themselves when it comes to too many bursting stacks. Tank doesn't really matter, yet still, AMS. We got this spell and, well, master spell by the priest, potential bubble and turtle. We good.
Okay, let's go.
And we good indeed, because it took us forever for our first death. Mammoth boss down, Chain Diddy down, and 2 died first. I'm telling you, this was an incredibly clean run, and what's even more insane, look at that Marksman hunter damage. Bro, Marksman on Tyrannical, where they can just let loose their burst and stuff is dead, seems quite nice. Don't think I ever seen anybody ripping 500k, but that shit is wild. From this banking of a key, I got yet another AA, and on this one, I had my arguably cleanest pull so far. You ready? Chested as well, and this one brought me an insane amount of luck.
I just nutted everywhere!
As I don't assume I get invited into others. So I got a 25% chance to either get horse or bracken. And I actually got horse. Man, I'm on a roll. At this point I was also live streaming, so if you see anything inappropriate on the screen, please address them yourself. Yet here's where I got a bit cocky. Just because I didn't know what to spend my raid item currency coin thingies on, because of that damn weekly quest that also grants 2 of them, I decided to buy myself one-hand weapons in order to play Breath, on the key I needed timed.
Are you stupid or something?
I was confident in doing so, but then I bailed out. But then peer pressure hit me. So, Breath it is. But speccing into Breath isn't the only thing I regretted this key. You see, I made the mistake of inviting a healer, which playstyle doesn't suit halls on Tyrannical by all means. This priest struggles in here. Similar to Mistweaver, as the healing pattern revolves around doing damage and consistent healing. And that's not always doable. Adding the extra stress from players like me who just don't avoid damage, this was a bad idea. But look at the first pull, baby. I managed to prolong the breath till the 3rd pack, as I always had a target to hit and your boy sent those lizards back to Narnia. Yet because breath revolves around the 2-minute cooldown, it's bad to use it before a boss, but it always feels bad to just not use it. And because I didn't have it on boss, my damage was pretty ass all along. Considering it's a 3-minute boss fight, I would have had it twice.
Quick mess!
But then came the boss that bricked the key for us. Captain Froglips had no chill today. The overpowering croak is absolutely nothing to sneeze at, as its ticking damage is insane. Very hard for this to quickly heal everybody up, as the AoE healing isn't as simple as chain heal. So we wiped once, and then twice. And that was that. Unlucky. But while I was grinding myself up for more +10 keys, let's hear a quick story of a guy that I personally consider a close friend, myself. Hoi! Let me quickly remind you that we are on the road to 10k subscribers on the YouTube, and if we manage to achieve that goal, we will have a 24-hour stream of Torment with a face cam and a potential Pink Panther onesie.
Oh my god, I love it! I love it!
You heard me. So if you watched this so far without subscribing, I mean, come on, do the magic, make it happen. Also join the Discord for future stuff in the War Within. Now back to the video. So because now I was stuck with a +8 key again, I was turning those into weekly keys for the stream to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Get my keys up to 10 and do them with you guys. Win-win. So we did halls and then another AA, which then again blessed me with a key I needed. Brackenhide this time. And don't mind the husky hippo staring into your soul, he's just here to ensure no one does anything kinky. I tried myself as a proper leader of the party while dishing out some incredibly valuable tips and tricks that will ensure us victory. And it worked, considering we arrived with merely 4 deaths at the first boss. Everyone who ever did this key knows that's pretty much 0 deaths, just slightly more.
Quick mess!
Oh yeah, I also went back to the usual Obliteration build, not because I wasn't able to play Breath or anything.
What life?
But as we slowly yet surely made our way chain pulling towards a lot of trees, I knew that if there's a boss that could be dangerous, it ain't this one. So we're talking Gutshot. I came to dislike this boss. I feel like this boss is the only one in this game that's very easy on healers for the most part. Because if you take damage, you're dead. And because I'm a good guy, I helped out with the hyena management, as I gripped them into the traps whenever I had a good spot to do so. And even though we had some semi-effective pulls after killing Hogging Hood, get it? Because Robin Hood with the bow, but Hogger? We still pulled up the Granddaddy Rat Eye with a whooping time. Easiest 2 chests in the world. Only 8 deaths, that is actually impressive even without any affix like bursting. And so we snatched ourselves another 37 rating and our 7th portal. But now the realization kicked in. I just failed the hauls I got. What are the odds I get it again? So I had no other choice but to pull out my pugging guideline, open page 1, and it said, 1 shall not simply apply for pug keys. And so I made sure I make them remember, telling them that this is the only dungeon I need and that I will twerk for invites.
You like that? You like that? You sick
Which led to my viewers telling me that there's a simple filter option in the tool. I didn't even know that, and I do like 20 keys a week. And after my offer to twerk didn't seem to have any effect, I rewrote my note while pretty much just begging, like a little bitch. And it worked. Damn. We in, boys? Aw, man. Again not timed. 1 minute 17 seconds over, and yes, I goofed. So not only me, on the 3rd boss we all decided to ignore the circles on the ground that clearly indicate an explosion, and so we yet again did a key that we had to redo. Yet this time it was different. LionladTV was live streaming right now, and I can hear you ask,
Who?
yeah, I didn't know him either at this point. So I thought I'd make a deal with him, even though he didn't knew about the deal yet. I went into his chat, asked him for a spot at his key, as he clearly did viewer keys, and without him knowing that I was also streaming, he welcomed me with open arms.
Got the room for a frost decay? Of course.
Now, at first I thought that's cheating, but then we kinda agreed that this very same thing everybody could have done. This man ain't picky, so as long as your character is somewhat geared, he was ready to get you in. So, like I said, I went over there, left a follow, and told my chat that we will raid him after the run, no matter what. And so it begins.
Okay, let's go.
Well, not yet. Another of his viewers had some PC troubles, so we had to replace him. But now it begins.
Okay.
And I was focused. Ass clenched, cheeks tight, nips hard.
Why are you gay?
So let us figure out what's the frog doing. Granted, because rotating cooldowns ain't enough here, I had to remind myself to use at least 1 death strike during the croak or the effluvia, just to make it easier for the healer in general. But Powfist, clean name by the way, was just freely roundhouse kicking our HP to max with ease. The Age also did some mad damage. Surely he was just sniping at damage. Yeah, surely he only did that. But Powfist's biggest challenge was yet upon us. The insane constant healing of Kajin, the way too much damage doing, and again, your boy was focused. We put that bitch on ice, baby. Pun absolutely intended. And before we go to the last boss, look at me heroically sniping the most insane instant CR while tapping Powfist mid-air after he got spooned by the knockback. You tell me I'm not a gamer or what? No. Also, Powfist weak aura made me relive that heroic moment for a bit longer, as I got thanked for by an automated whisper. If I wanted some pretentious, grateful, somewhat AI telling me I did good, I asked my ex. And so we end this run in a very convincing manner, as we finally, after 2 attempts in this episode alone, gotten our 8th portal. This now means 8 out of 8 portals, and because I'm a trustworthy kind of girl, we raided him.
Oh shit. Oh, the Kusi Slayer is a streamer apparently. Thank you very much for that raid.
Nice.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Streaming for what, 1 or 2 months now, and being able to share some of the love that you guys willingly give to me actually makes me pretty happy. It's funny because usually people would describe me as being a rather grumpy person, as everything besides gaming is just a chore to me. Is that weird? Anyways, swing your lovely buttons over to this really chill dude for even more community keys in the future. Show the man some love, as he just saved my day with his kindness. The link to his Twitch is down below. But this concludes our 2nd series of this season of Dragonflight, and as we all eagerly expect the pre-patch to test out all of our newly reworked favorites, this channel ain't done yet. And while I simply show you the result of our final vault, I will give you a sneak peek on what's to come soon, as we yet again embark on an even bigger challenge for someone like me. The next and final Zero to Hero series for World of Warcraft Dragonflight will be one of a healer. But do you want to hear more of it? More informations? More gospel? More of the juice?
Yes.
Well then listen closely. Fuck off.